Hey, Grand Rapids, and wherever in this country you guys live, this is your guy Sermon Steve. I'm coming at you today with a different message on today. It's this is information that I want you guys to know, in case you've not yet seen it. In my hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan, there was a young man executed all over a license plate. And I want to speak to you guys today on this because this is something that we cannot condone. We cannot continue going on and allowing this. Certainly cannot be swept underneath any rug. I I'm not a person of violence by any means. I'm not a person that backs destructions by any means. And in fact, I want to put this out there. Just kind of understand this. When and if you get into destroying property, really if it's your own property, but any property, all you're doing in a case of that is you're helping the situation, you're helping their pockets all the more. You're fattening their pockets. They're going to reach out and get government and federal assistance to rebuild. They're going to rebuild some of it and they're going to stick millions in their pockets. So understand that first and foremost. However, and most importantly, I want to talk about the subject matter of this young man, Patrick Lyoya. This young man, guys, this is not a color thing as far as my concern. Now, yes, I feel it was a color thing as to why it happened. However, there is no person in this world, white, black, Asian, Korean, Hispanic, whatever nationality and culture, matters none. No one should be executed over a license plate not matching a vehicle. Guys, please, if you have not looked this up, this information is posted on YouTube. You can go to WOTV 8 Grand Rapids, Michigan, and look at actual coverage. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's been coverage that's been cleaned up. There's been video footage that's been cleaned up, clearly cleaned up. I've watched with my own eyes, as sad and as hurtful as it has been to see it. I've watched with my own eyes this man being executed while being down, face down on his stomach, being executed, shot in the head like an animal. Guys, we have to understand and we cannot allow this to continue on. I managed most of my career, a saying a good friend of mine shared with me: what we ignore, we endorse. What we allow, we teach. And since that time, I've implemented that in not only managing for most of my career, but also raising my family. And guys, what I'm letting you know is we cannot ignore this by any means. If we ignore it, we may as well just be endorsing it. We certainly cannot allow it. If we're allowing it, we may as well be teaching it. Now, again, I'm not saying to convert to violence. However, what we have to do and we must do, guys, we have to think, we have to be smart. We have to understand the power of our dollars in Grand Rapids, Michigan, one of the richest cities in all of America per capita. Understand this, people. We are producing this wealth for them, okay? This is fact. This isn't a Steveism. We are producing their wealth. There was a young lady some years ago, if any of you had the opportunity to attend her meeting. Her name is Maggie Anderson. She taught about buying black. She bought black for 12 months, an entire year. She looked up black cleaners, black grocery stores, black banks, black restaurants, whatever it is, just to show and prove the power of our money if we kept it within our community. Understand this, guys. I'm in no way trying to promote mine or anyone's business. I just want to educate you to let you know the way we hit them and make changes is to hit their pockets. Stop patronizing their businesses. Get out of those malls. Get out of their electronic stores. Get out of their furniture stores. Hit their pockets. Let them know we will not continue taking this beating. Because that's what it is. They're treating us like animals. They're judging us by the skin color. They hate us. There's such a hate toward us because of a skin color. How dumb, stupid, ignorant can you be? We are all God's children. And speaking of God, his word tells us in the book of Proverbs, I believe it's 11 and 21, he lets us know that the wicked will not go unpunished and the righteous will prevail. However, we want to see consequences right now. And it needs to happen immediately. This man was wrong. This man sought out to execute a black man. Bottom line, don't even try to defend this. Stop playing with the footage. My footage will remain. This is on my phone. You will not get it. You will not manipulate it in any way. This is what it is. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, outside the city, a city called Beaufort, Georgia. However, Grand Rapids, Michigan is and has been my home for life and will be. I was raised there, the youngest of 14. I met many of my good friends today in that great city. I was educated in that great city. And unfortunately, much of my education was being taught that if you're not Dutch, you're not much. Yet you guys may have taken the signs down, all the billboards that hung around in the city of Zeeland and Holland for most of my life growing up that I had to see driving out that way every day. In fact, it was such a pain to see that it drove me out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and took me on elsewhere because I refuse to live and condone a place that hates me for the color of my skin. I'm as educated as anyone else. I know just as much as anyone else. I love my family just as you love yours. I love Christ just as you should love him. Why are you picking on us because of the skin tone? Please, guys, back this. From what I understand, Ben Crump should be in the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan on today. I'm asking everyone to please send this video out. This needs to go viral. There needs to be immediate consequences to this situation. We cannot let this situation go underneath the rug. Guys, understand this. But this young man could have been your child. It could have been your nephew. It could have been your uncle, your brother. It's just so touching that someone needs to lose their life over a license plate. This should have never happened. There is nothing or no one that can tell me differently. I don't care about resisting arrest. I don't care about your running. I care nothing about any of your so-called facts. You killed a man. You executed a man for no reason. Grand Rapids, please don't fall for this. You know, it can be you. It can be you. It can be your family member. You could be dealing with the same situation next month, next week, next year, whatever it is. It seems to be every 6 months that some type of tragedy of a black man being taken down. And it, guys, if we don't stand for anything, for something, we fall for everything and anything. Understand that. That's how life works. You have to draw a barrier at some point. Stop allowing your comfortable situations, whatever it may be, maybe it's your skin color, maybe it's your privilege, whatever it may be, stop overlooking the facts. Stop even making any type of mention or comment that, well, he drove a car with the wrong plate on there. Guess what? There are plenty of people. I've seen it. I see it with my own eyes all day, every day when I'm driving to Grand Rapids, Michigan. I look at the plates that says tag applied for. The dates are wrong on it. There's no tag on it. It's an expired plate, and I've not seen anything like this happen. But a black man was picked out over a plate. A black man had a single officer come on a call and handled this situation by himself without any type of backup. Please, please, please view this. Please, guys, we need your support all over this country. I don't care what city and state you live in. It can be your city, it can be your state. As I just mentioned, it can be you. We, as black men, are afraid to have cuffs put on us and thrown in a police vehicle. I'm not condoning, I'm not giving you the green light to disrespect any officer of the law. However, I 100% understand the fear of being black in America as it is, especially a city like Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is known to be one of the most racist cities in all of the country per capita. You guys, wake up and understand this stuff. I'm not telling you to move out of it, relocate. I'm telling you to be aware of your surroundings. Don't think because you are sitting up privileged because of whatever business you own, whatever church you operate, whatever hospital that you operate out of, whatever your social status is. Please do not get it twisted that you are black in America unless you don't consider yourself black. Please, guys, get this video out. Stop judging us. Stop judging us based on our skin tone. You promote, you honor, you almost praise black celebrities, black sports players, black comedians. Speaking of comedian, Kevin Hart, I wish you would see this, and I wish you'd back out of coming to Grand Rapids. Don't give them that money. Somewhere we need to start. Maybe you would be a great start. I believe you're scheduled to be in Grand Rapids for some event this upcoming summer. Please withdraw from that. This cannot continue to happen. This cannot happen in my city. I refuse to allow it to happen. And I'm asking every last one of you to have that same passion and care that we need to refuse. But I'm not saying to resort into violence and any type of mess that we don't need to get into again. Just remember, all that situation really only helps them. They have ways of getting money from the federal government because of so-called damage that's going to fix the problem to their betterment, as well as put money in their pocket. So you're not hurting them with vandalizing buildings. You're hurting anyone that's trying to work hard as a business owner and make it in this day and age. So I just want you to, really, guys, this young man's name is Patrick Lyoya, and 26 years of age is just far too young to be taken out of this world. Any age. I don't even want to put emphasis on the age. There's no age. No one should be just outright slain like an animal. Just watch this yourselves. Find it. They've taken it down off the news, and they're trying to pamper it up and push it up. But I'm hoping Ben Crump can really analyze this, and this can get put out for what it was and what it is. And guys, we need to stand behind this family. We need to hold them up in prayer. My condolences definitely goes out to them. My prayers. I've really not been the same since I've seen this. This is just, it's not called for, and it shouldn't be. So guys, if there's anything that I can do from the way of Atlanta, Georgia, my full support is with you. Pastors, preachers, politicians, however I can help this situation, please, I'm willing to do what I can for these matters, but this cannot continue to operate. This is outright wrong. This man did not have the right to take another person's life, and we must end this, and it has to end today. So guys, please get this message out. The world needs to see what's happening, because again, this could be your city, this could be your town, this could be you, this could be your family member. And it's just a sad day in America. This should not have happened, and we need to do something about it. Remember, what we ignore, we endorse. What we allow, we teach. Let that mean something to you. Let that resonate and just kind of really get it. We have to do something about this today.